What is up, fight fans? Welcome back to Picking a Fight. I'm Latch, and today we're going to be looking at UFC 281 Adesanya versus Pereira. We're going to be looking at Frankie the Answer Edgar versus Chris El Guapo Gutierrez. But before we get started, don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't. We're putting out videos for almost every fight night and pay-per-view, so if you're looking for content like this, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out. And yeah, let's get right into it. So we got number 12 ranked Frankie the Answer Edgar. He's 24-10-1. He is 41 years old. He's 5'6" with a 68-inch reach. And he's coming off back-to-back losses to Marlon Vera and Corey Sandhagen. And he's going up against Chris El Guapo Gutierrez, who's 18-3 and 2 draws. He's 31 years old. He's 5'9" with a 67-inch reach. And he's on a 3-fight win streak with wins over Baccarat Dana, Colares, and Andre Ewell. And Chris Gutierrez is actually coming in as a minus 205 favorite, while Frankie Edgar enters his last fight as a plus 175 underdog. So yeah, obviously this is Frankie Edgar's retirement fight. He's a UFC legend. He's been in the game forever, since the WEC days. And I think it's going to be pretty obvious what he's going to look to do in this fight. Chris Gutierrez is a more natural striker, while Frankie Edgar has always been a wrestler through and through. His hands have developed. But I think in this fight, he's going to be looking for the takedowns. He's a very strong wrestler, and he's very technical. He is 41 years old, and he has slowed down, not just his hands, but his wrestling. His shots are a little more predictable. So I don't know if his wrestling will be up to par to be able to take someone as young as Chris Gutierrez, that's in his prime, down. I think it will cause a lot of problems because although Chris Gutierrez is pretty well-rounded, he's not necessarily great at stopping the takedowns. He has some great footwork that should try to keep him out of danger and keep him far away from the takedowns. He has some of the best kicks in the UFC. He does a lot of damage to the lower body. He might be hesitant to throw those just because Frankie Edgar could catch one and take him down. And, I mean, we saw in his last fights that he was taken down by Dana, who's not really a grappler, and he was taken down and controlled. And I think if someone like Edgar gets him into a similar position, I don't think he's getting up. Frankie does a lot of damage from top position. If he gets stuck down there, he could get TKO'd. But Chris Gutierrez is as tough as they come. But I think Frankie Edgar gets it done. I think Frankie Edgar gets it done by decision. I do think he's going to be able to get the takedowns, and I think he's going to keep Gutierrez on the ground. And I think he's going to be able to ride a decision win, maybe even finish him. But I'm going to go with the safe route and say decision. Chris Gutierrez, if you've watched his fights, he's a really tough guy. He's really fun to watch and very, very dangerous on the feet. Yeah, but I really hope Frankie wins his last fight. I hope he gets his win and rides off into the sunset forever. Well, let me know what you think down below. Do you think Chris Gutierrez gets it done, or you think the Frankie Edgar leaves with one last win? Let me know down below. And yeah, it's going to be a great night of fights. Don't forget to tune in UFC 281 Adesanya versus Pereira. And yeah, I'll see you next week. But until then, take care.